Hey everyone, I'm back. Not much has happened. We had a tornado warning, and then a watch, and then a warning, a watch, and I was like, make up your mind. But it wasn't today. It was like last week or a few days ago. I mean, this was basically what last week. But yeah, it was wild. But aside from all of that, nothing has paranormal wise have actually happened recently. My brother's picture on the TV stand did move, which is weird because I am not tall enough to reach it. And that was a fly, if you guys didn't see that. But aside from that, nothing has. Oh, we did see something, or at least I did, out here the other day when we got home. My mom and I both looked over here because we were out in the room over there because we both heard and felt something in this room. And I'm like, yay! And if y'all saw that orb, please tell me that was just like a fly or a dust. Because that was actually a big orb, unless it was my hair. Because now I can tell that the light is shining on my hair. And I'm watching the orb right now. That was weird. But with everything that's been said and done, let ruin. Yeah, I don't know how to start these videos anymore. Located in the heart of Hollywood, Musso and Frank Grill is not just a restaurant, it's a living, breathing place of Los Angeles history. Since the opening doors of 1919, the iconic restaurant has been a gathering place for movie stars, writers, and industry legends. The Los Angeles restaurant red and leather McQuays and dark wood paneling echo with the stories of Hollywood's golden age. Churchill and Frank Grill has remained unchanged for over a century. It is a rare time capsule on the bustling Hollywood Boulevard where the feels ever where the past feels ever present. But beneath the glamour of nostalgia, Musso and Grill is also known for something more mysterious. It has a reputation for one of being the most haunted restaurants in Los Angeles. Both visitors and workers have had frightening experiences with the spirits of Hollywood's best, and ghostly sightings and strange events have become a part of the restaurant's known history. Musso and Frank Grill is widely considered haunted, with numerous reports of ghostly activity tied to Hollywood's most storied restaurants. Gardens and staff have encountered apparitions of legendary celebrities, mysterious cold spots, and even a headless spirit roaming the premise. So it's not like when I was doing this research, I was like, so it's not like the headless horseman. Actually, one of my favorite lessons that I would love to go to Spooky Hollow one day. That's because freaking Dutch. Just because of that story. Yeah, I know I'm weird, and I don't regret it. The spirits of Charlie Chapman, Rudolph Valentino, Zane Harlow, Earl Flynn, Orson Welles, and others are said to linger in here, returning to their favorite booths and corners after their final curtain call. Musso and Frank Grill first opened its doors in 1919. It was founded by Frank Tulip and Joseph Musso, with French chef Jean Roux as the helm. The restaurant soon became Hollywood's first choice restaurant, welcoming actors, directors, and writers from nearby studios. Since it was situated on Hollywood Boulevard, it was easily accessible for studio meetings, script readings, and celebrity events after auctions. While its antique eminence and past service set is apart from the rest, no, throughout the 1920s and 1930s, Musso and Frank's Grill became the unofficial clubhouse for Hollywood's elite. The restaurant's exclusive back room, opened in 1934, was a private and enclave reserved for the biggest names shown in show business, guarded by a strict Matier D and surrounded in security. Regulars included Charlie Chapman, Douglas Fairbanks, Rudolph Valentino, and Mary Pickford. Many of these celebrities were known to race horses down the Hollywood Boulevard with their looser picking of the tab. Famed writers such as F. Scott Fitzgerald, Dorothy Parker, William Faulkner, and Ernest Hemingway also made Musso's their second home, often gathering at the bar after the nearby bookstore closed for the night. Despite the passage of time, Musso and Frank Grill had remained remarkably unchanged. The restaurant's decor, red leather banquets, dark wood, and vintage rack still evoke the glamour of old Hollywood. Furthermore, many of the waiters and workers for the decades becoming a part of the lesson themselves. Today, Musso and Frank Grill is the oldest continuously open operating restaurant in Hollywood. It continues on a beloved landmark, attracting celebrities, locals, tourists, and even ghosts. Well, ghosts and ghost hunters. Musso and Frank's Grill reputation as a haunted restaurant is as legendary as Martin and flannel cakes. Over the decades, staff and guests have reported ghostly phenomenon, full-body apparitions of famous Hollywood stars, inexplicable cold drafts, objects moving on their own, and unsettling feelings of being watched. And I feel that here all the time when I'm home alone, or the only one awake. Well, mostly when I'm home alone at this point. But, did anyone just see that? Not had to be dust, by the way, it was shaved. But anyway. But yeah, when I'm home alone, most of the time, I am, aside from my dog, who is sleeping right now. But, sometimes when I'm home alone, I don't feel like I'm really home alone. I would report it, but there's not much, and I don't want to be like, oh, I've seen 20 ghosts over there, or I've seen 13 ghosts over here. I don't do that. So when I do report something that happens here, it's legit, and I'm not one of those that yours is okay. But yeah, it's weird. It is a weird feeling. And sometimes even my dog can tell that we're not alone. And when she intensely stares at something that's not there, it kind of creeps me out. And I'm like, where's my camera? The spirits are said to be most active around the booths corners and favored by their earthly counterparts. Some even appear in photographs or are sensed during quiet moments in the restaurant storing back room. Charlie Chapman's mirror is perhaps the most iconic and frequently reported at Musso and Frank Grill. Chapman was a daily fixture at the restaurant, always sitting in booth number 1 in the old room. The convenient spot by the window allowed him to peek an eye on his horse outside. Chapman and his friend Douglas Fairbanks, were known to race their horses down Hollywood Boulevard to Musso's, where the loser would pick up the lunch tab. Even decades after his passing, Stephen Gapps have reported seeing a figure resembling Charlie seated in his favorite booth. He sometimes faces out the window as if he were waiting for his horse. Some modern photographs have allegedly captured a Chaplin-like apparition in the background. Many regulars insist that the energy of the silent film legend still lingers, especially in the early afternoon when the lights hit his booth just right. The booth remains the most requested seat in the restaurant, and diners sometimes report a sudden chill or sensation of being watched. Rudolph Valentino, the original Latin lover of silent films, is another legendary presence at Musso and Frank Grill. While Valentino's ghost is known to appear at several Hollywood locations, he is most often seen at Musso's near the back of the building, close to the old phone booth. Some speculate he lingers there waiting for a call from a lost love, or perhaps reliving the glamorous nights when he spent at the restaurant. That was weird, I'm sorry. I just noticed I got blurred a little bit, and that wasn't me. I'm blurring the background, but that wasn't me. If something pops up behind me, I'm quitting this video. Witnesses have described seeing a sharply dressed man with classic 1920 features lingering in the phone booth, only to have him vanish when approached. His presence is often accompanied by a sudden drop in temperature or a wave of nostalgia, as if the glamour of old Hollywood is momentarily revived. Valentino's charming ghost is said to smile warmly at women near the back of the restaurant. His spirit adds a romantic and bittersweet note to Musso's haunted reputation. Hollywood's original blonde bombshell, Jean Harlow. When I first read this before I continued reading for information, I literally thought that they were going to be talking about Marilyn Monroe, and I'm like, oh, they're not. But I wouldn't be surprised if all these movie stars, film directors, and writers were here. I wouldn't be surprised if Marilyn was. It is said to haunt Musso and Frank Grill as a lady in white. Why is it always a white lady in white? Like, I don't mind, but it's like always a lady in white or a lady in black. I'm like, what are these orbs? Okay, like, I know it's a sin. I'm gonna pretend I don't see them. Furthermore, her tragic early death has implied the mystic surrounding her spirit. Staff and guests have reported seeing a pale woman in vintage attire gliding through the dining room, especially late at night or during quieter hours. Her apparition is also described as an ethereal and elegant. sometimes pausing near her favorite booth before fading away. Some witnesses have reported a sudden chill of a faint scent of perfume when Harlow's ghost is near. Others say her presence brings a sense of both glamour and sadness. Her spirit serves as a reminder of Hollywood's golden age and its many lost stars. Longtime employees frequently mention Harlow's ghost. They say she seems to return to Musso's for comfort and camaraderie she enjoyed in life. Musso's Franklin Grill is famous for its celebrity clientele in its life and ecto elite in the excuse me, in the afterlife. The ghosts of Earl Flynn and Orson Welles are said to be among the restaurant's can't talk right now. Most distinguished spectral guests. They often spotted deep in conversation or enjoying a drink at the bar. Flynn's known for his swashbuckling roles as a wild lifestyle, and described as a lively presence on the other hand, Wales is appeared to as a large shadowy figure. He is sometimes accompanied by the faint aroma of cigars. These apparitions are often seen near the booths and bar areas. Some guests have also reported hearing laughter and snippets of conversation with no visible source. It is said to it's as if the old Hollywood crowd is still holding court in their favorite haunt. The restaurant's reputation as a gathering spot for writers like F. Scott Fitzgerald, William Faulkner, Dorothy Parker, and Charles Bukowski has also led some speculation that these literally giants still linger. Although the ghosts seem less frequent, a headless spirit is sometimes the most unsettling and mysterious tales of Musso and Frank Grill. It has been widely darted throughout the restaurant's corridors. Unlike the celebrity ghost, the identity of the apparition remains unknown, but its chilling presence has left lasting impression on those who have encountered it. Describing it as a shadowy figure, a headless figure moving quickly and silently through the dining rooms, this ghost is often associated with a sudden, inexplicable coldness or a feeling of dread. Some speculate the headless spirit may be connected to the restaurant's early days. Other beliefs is connected to the Prohibition era and our Prohibition era speakeasy that one operated in its hidden back room. While sightings are rare, the stories of the headless ghost is considered the creepiest encounter at Musso's Franklin Grill. And it remains a favorite tale among the staff and ghost tour guides alike. I would love to go to Hollywood one day and just feel the energy that used to be. I mean, with Hollywood now, I might not go until I know it's safe, according to what I hear. But, again, I would love to go to Hollywood just to feel these places, feel the energy that used to be, and just feel like something. I don't know how to explain it. But, thank you guys for watching my channel and videos. As always, please like and Please comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, I am Haunting Girl, and I'll spook you later. The paranormal is my playground. And until next time, pleasant dreams.